What not to do in a job interview: avoid these common mistakes. A job interview is your golden opportunity to make a lasting first impression. It's your chance to show that you're not just qualified on paper, but that you're also the right person for the team, the culture, and the company's mission. Yet, many candidates unknowingly sabotage their chances by making common, and often avoidable, mistakes. Whether you're a seasoned professional or a fresh graduate, knowing what not to do in an interview is just as important as knowing what to do. Let's dive into some critical missteps to avoid if you want to land that dream job. 1. Arriving late, or too early. Punctuality is a basic yet powerful signal of professionalism. Arriving late to an interview tells the employer that you either can't manage your time or don't respect theirs. But surprisingly, arriving too early can also create awkwardness and pressure. What to do instead: aim to arrive about 10 to 15 minutes early. This shows you're organized, prepared, and respectful of the interviewer's schedule. 2. Dressing inappropriately. Dress for the job you want, they say, and it's true. Wearing attire that doesn't align with the company culture can create a poor first impression. Too casual can seem unprofessional, too formal might come off as disconnected. What to do instead: do your research. Look at the company's social media or website to understand its dress code. When in doubt, opt for business casual, neat, clean, and understated. 3. Not researching the company. Walking into an interview without knowing what the company does, its values, or its recent news is a major red flag. It suggests you're not truly interested or committed. What to do instead: spend time on the company's website, blog, press releases, and social media. Learn about their mission, values, and recent accomplishments so you can speak to them intelligently during the interview. 4. Using generic responses. Saying things like "I'm a hard worker" or "I'm a team player" without context sounds scripted and uninspiring. Hiring managers hear these lines daily. What to do instead: share specific stories and examples. If you claim you're a problem solver, talk about a time when you solved a difficult issue at work. Make your answers memorable and real. 5. Speaking negatively about previous employers. Even if you had a horrible boss or toxic work environment, bad-mouthing a former employer is a major no-no. It comes across as unprofessional and could raise concerns about your attitude. What to do instead: if asked why you left a job or had issues, be honest but tactful. Focus on what you learned from the experience or what you're seeking in a new opportunity, rather than dwelling on the negatives. 6. Failing to ask questions. When the interviewer asks, "Do you have any questions for us?" don't say, "No, I think you covered everything." That can signal a lack of curiosity or initiative. What to do instead: prepare thoughtful questions in advance. Ask about the team structure, upcoming projects, or growth opportunities. This shows that you're engaged and thinking long-term. 7. Overtalking or undersharing. Talking too much can make you seem nervous, disorganized, or egocentric. On the flip side, giving short, vague answers may make you seem unprepared or uninterested. What to do instead: aim for balance. Structure your answers using frameworks like STAR, situation, task, action, result, to keep responses clear and concise. Practice beforehand, but don't memorize, keep it natural. 8. Being dishonest. Whether it's about your skills, experience, or reason for leaving a job, dishonesty has a way of catching up with you. Even small exaggerations can backfire if you're caught. What to do instead: be authentic. Focus on your real strengths and how they align with the role. If there's a skill you lack, express a willingness to learn. 9. Ignoring body language. Nonverbal communication matters just as much as your words. Slouching, avoiding eye contact, fidgeting, or crossing your arms can give off the wrong vibe. What to do instead: maintain good posture, offer a confident handshake, make eye contact, and smile. These small gestures help establish rapport and confidence. 10. Failing to follow up. The interview doesn't end when you walk out the door. Failing to send a follow-up thank you email can leave a neutral or negative final impression. What to do instead: within 24 hours, send a personalized thank you email expressing gratitude for the opportunity, reinforcing your enthusiasm, and briefly summarizing why you're a great fit. Final thoughts. Nailing a job interview isn't just about having the right answers, it's about showing you're the right person. By avoiding these common pitfalls and presenting your best self with authenticity and preparation, you'll stand out in a competitive job market. Remember, every interview is a two-way street. You're evaluating them just as much as they're evaluating you. So, take a deep breath, do your homework, and be the kind of candidate you'd want to work with. Good luck, and whatever you do, just don't wing it.